eliminated.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Joe. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help them get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and 8. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jets had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some room to roam now. As Sanders has it poked free, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Let's go now. Extra target.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs now. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The end result, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he can only manage to get a couple 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hall again on second down. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And it's still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another run here with Sanders. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Eagles take over the first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And here comes Berrios.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Yeah, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Charles. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Wilson will throw again. Open man here is Conklin.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Throwing is Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They'll run with Hall.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In motion goes the tight end.
One more time with Hall.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Eluding the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Hold me ready.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he is going to lose yardage here. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Look at my team. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw again.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On second down, a run with Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Moore, the man in motion. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now it's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Cowboy 80. 19 Wyatt.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, 27 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Jets 17, Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 73 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 9. Paul again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he stopped immediately there. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee here. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
And there it is, Brandon, taking a knee. They get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3. And I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum of this win.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.